So we've learned all the different methods for solving equations. Today, I just kind of want to walk through a couple examples of what you'll see on your review and your quiz, and just kind of go through the steps that I do in my head so that you can kind of get a visual. So let's start with an equation. 5 equals 2 plus the square root of 3x. So the goal is always to get rid of everything else and get x by itself. But we still need to follow the PEMDAS rules. So I don't have any parentheses, exponents, there's no multiplication or addition, so that means we need to get rid of multiplication or division. We need to get rid of addition, that positive 2. So first step, we are going to subtract 2. Okay, so now the thing that's connecting with that x is that square root. And the opposite of our square root is a squared. And remember, what we do to one side, we need to do to both sides. So now that square root and the squared is gone, leaving us with 3x. 3 squared gives us 9. And then last step, divide to get x by itself. X equals 3. So now let's try another one. 9x minus 4 squared equals 81. First we need to get rid of the parentheses. So parentheses means something multiplied. Do we have anything multiplied? We do. That 9. That means we need to get rid of the 9 before the squared because the 9 is connected to the parentheses. So to get rid of that, divide by 9. And then we have x minus 4 squared equals 9. Now we need to get rid of our exponent. And we get rid of a squared by square rooting. And when we square root a squared, remember absolute value. Square root of 9 is 3. And now we have our two answers. X minus 4 equals positive 3. And x minus 4 equals negative 3. Solve them both for x. There's our two solutions. So now I want to go over one last question with you guys. So it is, I'm going to flip this around. 5 times absolute value of 2x plus 3 minus 6 equals 29. We still want the PEMDAS. So we want to get x by itself. So what do we need to get rid of first? The stuff that's not connected to x. So that means that minus 6. So let's get rid of it by adding 6. Okay, next, remember absolute values are just like parentheses. That means this 5 is distributed to both. We get rid of distributing by dividing because we need that absolute value to be all by itself. And once we have it by itself, we can write our two equations. 2x plus 3 equals positive 7 equals negative 7. Then we can solve each of them for x. There's one of our answers. And there's our second answer. So your homework today is just like this with a couple practice problems. Then you have a review and a quiz left, and you are done with the semester.